Ramming speed! Hello everybody, welcome to Morilibus Plays Minecraft. And we are here to do one thing, and that is to get some more of this packed ice. Because I'm going to need a lot of it. And this is the place that is directly west... Oh, did I not? Oh no, there we go. It's the place that's directly west of... Excuse me. Let me speak now. Directly west of my tower. So yeah, it's got kind of this nasty border. So this shouldn't be the one that Albert is using, I'm pretty sure. I'll take a look around before I scar the land more so than already is being done. But yeah, there is another one, and I don't remember exactly where it is, but there's a nice plain somewhere around here that is connected to this. I really wish mobs didn't spawn on packed ice. I don't know why they do. Or, yeah, well, why they should. It has a unique property. It seems odd that they would make it so mobs would spawn on them. There's the ice plains. So it's bordering the ice plains. There's at least one more of these guys over there. So I'm pretty sure this is not where Albert is set up. But I will probably leap around here just to make sure before I harvest too much of this stuff. But I told him about this one as well. The scarred one, in case he wanted to harvest some. This would be the one to harvest out of, since it's all kind of gross. Just like that. Gross. This one's actually quite small. I'm sure there's plenty of ice spikes to be had, though. Or packed ice to be had. So yeah, I don't think he is here. Although this looks like it continues on a little ways. But yeah, it does border the nasty chunk. Or it has the nasty chunk border. So I can't see anybody actually wanting to build out here. It'd be kind of... Well, I guess if you just position yourself so you never see that scarred land, it would be fine. Wow. Lag much? Lag. So yeah. Oh, there's some more. Okay, so there's still some generating. I seem to be at the edge of the terrain generation for some reason. F3A. F3A. Let's ender pearl into some lava. Or to my death. That would suck. I don't have a good way to get over here yet, other than just boating, and that's not actually that quick, because we're still a good, like, 3,000 blocks away from my tower. So it's a fair trek. But yeah, okay, looks like over here there's nothing. This is the end of it. So it's not too big of a ice spike biome, so I'm going to go ahead. I did bring my shears this time, so I can at least harvest it with these, so I don't have to worry about durability. I really wish there was a tool that could harvest glass and glowstone and like this packed ice really quickly. Like every block should have a tool that can harvest it really quickly, I think. Because this is painful. If I want to use this in large quantities, like, oh, so painful. I loved how it used to harvest glowstone with the old, just any efficiency tool, really. Could harvest or break glowstone or glass really quickly. I do like the change they made, but one change I think they should have added as well was something to make up for that. So now that you can no longer harvest glass quickly with any tool, there should maybe be a specific tool that you could use. So maybe like shears would harvest really quickly, but then maybe they would also use up durability, which they currently do not. I mean, this is pretty huge exploit. The only downfall is it's so slow, so like it's not practical. Or I'd still rather use like a pick, silk touch pick with efficiency to harvest ice because it's really quick. Or this, although it doesn't cost any durability, is incredibly slow, and my time is worth more than durability, in my opinion. So I would rather have the speed. The speed, need for speed. Alright, while this is happening, why don't I talk about some of the changes in the snapshot. So some new skin stuff, which you can't really tell now, actually. And, wow, I'm really not very good at putting these. I did a new change to my skin, which you can't really tell too much now. This is the bottom layer. So there's a top layer that goes over top. which is my vest and stuff like that. So I basically just moved certain items to the layered skin. Unlike if you saw my single player video, I did a little farce there where I took off my overlay and I was just down in like a banana hammock. A loincloth, I guess. But yeah, that was not the way I wanted to keep it. But for instance, if I had that skin on, I would be standing here in a loincloth right now, because it doesn't show that additional layer on new servers. But you could still use that old skin. So yeah, if you do want to make a new skin, I found the template on Reddit. Someone made one. And it's basically, I think, it adds in some new layers is all. So it has the existing layout of the existing skins, and then it has some other stuff, additional layers. So that's pretty cool. I'm sure there'll be some programs and stuff to edit. I've always used, there's one on like the news, I can't remember what page it is. It's like some Java thing site, but yeah, there's an interactive thing there, and that's how I made this one, was with a bunch of overlays. So you can either edit it per pixel, per layer, or you could pick some prefab stuff. So a lot of my stuff is like prefabs, like the pants, I think, and the shirt prefab, and then I just added in some other detail, like the back pockets on the pants and the stripe down the side, and my hair and my face I all did manually. But I think the body, the texture with the skin and stuff like that, that was all prefab stuff. So I'm sure there'll be probably another site like that. One of the huge things I've been toying around with, who knows if it'll stay, is the iron golem drops and the gold farm drops. So iron golems no longer dropping iron ingots unless you physically kill them. So what do I think of that? I don't know. I'm kind of either way, really. I really dislike AFK farming. However, I don't think this is a solution to that. Like, if you get rid of this, people are still going to AFK. They'll just AFK and collect a whole bunch of iron golems up, which will just lag their game or the server they play on. So really, it's not curbing the behavior of the player too much. Really, it's just changing the outcome of it. So I don't know if it's worth doing for that, because really you're just going to be punishing people that don't want to be using it that way. However, I don't know, I've questioned it, and actually someone commented on a previous episode of mine where I actually made the comment, I wonder if Mojang will ever make it so pigmen don't drop gold unless you like kill them. And to me that just makes sense for some reason, just with pigmen, that you should have to kill them to get the gold. Yeah, with iron golems I don't see why not either. However, I see the defense of being like, you don't have to build these farms, you don't have to farm them and get iron like that. It's your choice, and that's a big part of what Minecraft is all about, is it being a choice on how you want to play the game. So you can have the iron golems drop the iron, the pigmen drop the gold, and it's really up to the player if they want to abuse that system to get ridiculous amounts of drops. So although it may not have been the intent of the game to begin with for that system to be exploited that way, it's still kind of, I don't know, it's up to the user, I guess, right? People can quote-unquote cheat or whatever. There's always ways to do so. You can try curbing it, I guess, but then you're almost dictating how you want people to play your game, and I don't really think that's in the spirit of Minecraft. So I don't know. I'd be fine with it if they leave it. I have a feeling they might revert it back, and by the time you see this video, maybe it's already been reverted back. But it sounded like, because Jeb was tweeting about the masses complaining, but one thing you got to keep in mind is people hate change, so no matter what, they're not going to like it if you change something, typically. Typically people don't like things. If it's new and different, it's awful. We like things to be predictable. As humans, we find comfort in predictability. Well, usually. Some people maybe more so with chaos, but so when you go and change something, even as a feature in a game, people tend to freak out. But I bet you if they just left it, like they went ahead with this change, and then a few months down the line, I'm sure people would be fine with it. It would, I mean, of course it would break certain things. Like, I wonder if the iron trench could actually be, like, would you just be standing there the whole time killing iron golems? I can't remember how quickly that produced iron golems. So, I mean, it will definitely impact people's creations, which kind of sucks. But I think that's part of the change that happens with Minecraft. Things change. Things that used to work no longer work. I mean, that happens with most changes, really. Redstone changes, stuff like that. Things break all the time, so seeing it break again isn't a huge deal, I don't think. Oh, this is a huge system, a huge change to be making, but I don't know. Again, yeah, either way I'm okay with it, but I think they might give in, unfortunately. They might say, alright, too many people are complaining, let's just change it back, and then it may have led to something good, but we'd never know. Maybe people would come up with crazier, cooler ways. I mean, in my world, the only thing I really use is the iron golem farm. I have a little one that trickle charges. I consider it payment for working in my world. I get paid in iron. I think that's fair. However this happens, that will no longer be possible, but I could easily just make a kill chamber, and then every once in a while I go and I'll have it store up 100 iron golems and shut itself off, and then I go there, I kill them off, and get paid. So, I mean, in that respect, it's almost adding in functionality. It's making me create this new system for managing the iron golems instead of just automatically killing them off. So that is interesting. That would be cool. So really, are they taking away something, or are they just making us change the way we tackle a problem? Very interesting. Other changes. What if they did that to all mobs, though? Like, what if your typical mob farm didn't work anymore either? Like my witch farm. Maybe my witch farm didn't work. Maybe TNT, gunpowder, all that. Imagine if we had to kill the mobs to acquire those too. And if so, is that where that was leading this change? Or maybe that is where it is leading currently. Maybe you'll have to kill all mobs to get their drops. And that's, I don't know how I feel about that. Then it's almost cumbersome, because then you're limited by the game mechanics and not by how clever you are or something. Like, you can build these cool mob traps to kill mobs, and that's where the cleverness comes in. But then if you add in the fact that now you've got a mob cap, so you can only get so many mobs to spawn in, so that means you have to be sitting there ready to kill these mobs. And maybe they don't collect fast enough, so you don't want to just sit there staring at the screen for 20 minutes while they collect 80 mobs or something. You just want to kill them off. So now, instead of me having my mob system running and getting gunpowder as I'm building in my town, now I no longer do that. Now I'm almost forced to AFK because I'm limited by the game mechanic, where before the time didn't really matter how long it took to accumulate drops. It didn't really matter. It could happen extremely slow as long as it just happened. But now it wouldn't happen. There'd be absolutely no progress unless I'm there doing something. So I don't know. I could also argue I have way too much gunpowder in my world anyway, so what's the big deal? I don't need more of it, but it's one of those things. You either don't have enough of it or you have like too much of it, I think. So if you were to try to build up a farm to get TNT, it would be even harder if you had to sit there and kill them. Now, of course, I don't know if they're actually doing this. This is just hypothetical speaking. What if you had to kill everything? What if nothing dropped unless you killed it? It would change some things. For sure. How are we doing on this stuff? Yeah, like, how long have we been doing this? And I mean, we got a decent amount. Oops, I should probably put my armor back on before someone comes out and blows up beside me. Oh man, I didn't bring my silk touch pick. Well, and just you are staying there forever. I was like, I don't need a silk touch pick. I got my shears. Whoops. That's okay. I'm probably going to fill up this ender chest, to be honest. At least fill that up. Maybe. Or until I get really bored, which is probably coming up pretty quick. I figured it'd be a good opportunity just to chat while I did this, and we could talk about it. And yeah, someone asked me what my thoughts were on the whole change with the pigmen, the gold, and all that. So yeah, I'm okay either way again, but yeah. I think it's probably safest if they revert that change. it adds more freedom, I guess. And then other changes in the snapshots, which we are currently waiting. There's a bug with fire spread, unfortunately, which probably wouldn't be a problem, but we're not going to risk it. We're going to wait till they fix that, which hopefully they do. Because I think it was introduced in these snapshots, so I'm not sure what change they played around with that might have caused this bug to occur, but blacksmiths will burn to the ground, naturally generated, so that's kind of a big deal. So it's not only your builds that will burn down, it's just any natural terrain or natural village that you come across will have the potential to burn down. So that doesn't seem proper. And yeah, I had part of my village burned down in my single player world, and I was even aware of the bug. I just didn't recall that I had lava there. That could have been a problem, so I'm sure that would occur here on the server as well. Or we have people that don't necessarily follow our group chat, like we have a Skype group chat for the server, but some people are busy, or they don't get to read that on a daily basis, so things easily get missed. So even if we were to say, hey guys, there's a bug with fire, so we're going to change over to the snapshot, everybody go to your base and make sure that you don't have any lava anywhere or near wood or anything like that. We could do that, but we'd have like majority of the people not seeing that message either ever or in time to do anything about it. So then, let's say the three of us or whoever wanted to update to the snapshot right away, we go ahead and do this, and then those people weren't aware go, oh, there's a new snapshot, okay, I'll download a new snapshot so I can get on the Olympus server. And then they log in and they're going around their base, don't even know about the firebug, because, yep, and then their place burns down. So in that respect, we don't really feel it's kind of fair, and it's too hard to do something like that, like to control a bug in that manner, I don't think. So best bet, these are experimental. We don't want to risk losing someone's build or doing something like that. So we're just going to hold off until it's nice and stable. Bad creeper. Bad. We are back at the tower. I made the trek back. It's actually a few days later, or many days later, since that last recording. And we are actually now on the new snapshot, 14W04B, which we believe is stable. Although, I think we accidentally loaded, well, I accidentally loaded 14W03B first, and then I loaded this one. And B was the one that had some problems with... Is this right? That's white. Is that white? That looks like... That looks white. Yeah, item frames are very weird in this version. They're very overbright. In the previous version, there was a problem with them as well. So, yeah, I don't know if that's just because they've added in the new... orientate. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. You can now turn them 1/8. Yeah, or 45 degrees, however you want to say it. And I made a little combination lock, which I threw a video up. Oh, that sucks. Isn't this white? That's white. Okay, they are different. They just look the same. So everything looks really overbright. I do like having them kind of like diamond shape. That's kind of cool. Or diamond orientation. So yeah, unfortunately, all item frames, most of them fell off, or it almost seems like their location got updated. It also seems like maps aren't working, as these are blank. But also, when I came on, these were actually over on the other side. They were one block over. They were on the dirt, the wood, and this wood, or it looked like they were. So I moved them forward. So I'm wondering if that's what happened. But I think it was a 03 issue, not a 04 issue. So everything no longer has items in the item frame, so I have to go back down and put one in, and I've been putting up item frames, and if anybody else on the server needs item frames, I have no problem providing them, because I have loads of them and loads of leather as well. So yeah, that's fun, sort of. I guess we put that up. So not a huge deal. We do have a backup we could have loaded up, but people have already played a little bit on here, and yeah. Probably wouldn't be worth it. The time it would take, the downtime it would take, meaning people wouldn't be able to play on the server until it was updated, backed up. For the cost of doing this, it's questionable, I guess. But you can see some of the item frames are in the chest. It's because when these guys popped off, some of them ended up into the oops, what are you? Purple? Are you purple? I guess so. Some of them ended up in the hoppers, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I didn't lose everything. Some of them actually did get picked up by the one of the hoppers nearby, depending on where they went flinging by. Because a lot of the ones down here, like these guys were in front. I managed to pick up some stuff, but not a lot. These guys were in front, but the other ones were all like in the back. So they were all back here on the dirt. Same with there. So I think it was like, it could be that everything got shifted to like one block or one direction or something, and then they ended up popping off. But some of them didn't. I don't know. Anyway, I want to try something. Yeah, these ones you can see, they ended up with the item inside, so it's a good chance. These guys look if you turn them to the side. Fancy. It's very fancy. So what I'm thinking about is demolishing this whole sorter down here. I mean, I like it. It's cool and all. Don't mind this bed in the middle of the sorter. It's just the only valid place I could put it. And there we go. My overflow chest is also gunpowder. I'll just do that. Okay. What are the odds of being able to put that in there? 0. Right. There you go. Screw you. Don't want you. I don't want you. I don't like those sideways, but anyway. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll get rid of this. It's cool. I liked it. It served its purpose. It's good. But I kind of want the bottom. I don't want any of this clutter here, essentially. I've also made a couple more of these ice spikes, so we could take a look at these. But yeah, you see how low this level is? It's not that low, but I'm thinking I want to build something in this cavity. And if I do, I think I want to bring it up higher. And for the most part, this really isn't needed. We could easily just keep the sweeper, have the sweeper eject its drops into water stream. Water stream brings it to this item elevator, where we move the item elevator, and they bring it up to the next level. So I think that's okay. So yeah, let me know what you think of these guys. I made a couple more spikes, and I went to the grab a whole bunch of iced or packed ice. So this one's all out of packed ice. There's no snow. It's just packed ice. And there's dirt in the middle, the core. And then I just kind of put regular ice on top of all the packed ice. It's not bad. I kind of like it. This one is the one we did together. I guess I only made one more. I thought I did more. Nope. This is the one we did together. So that's packed ice and then regular ice, but in larger quantities, where that's kind of just a little hint of regular ice, where that one's kind of encased, which I don't know. I like both, but let me know what you guys think. You can see we still have some slime problems. Good God, guys, so noisy. Which is why I'm down here. Actually, let's grab some slime. I think it's all down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do it. I haven't done this in my single player world, guys. Quiet. I know I'm forming the remains of your brethren into squishy blocks for my fun times, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. Yeah. Alright, now we gotta get it up high. High! Now, I don't think I can keep myself alive. Did someone come on? No. D-Gamer was here. He left. Goodbye, D-Gamer. Let's go to the very top. And we can have some fun. Maybe. There we go. Now, let's see here. I could go all the way up there. There's a limit to how much you can bounce back. I think it caps out around 40 blocks. I'm not too sure. I did play with them in... Oh, wow, that's awesome. In creative mode for a little bit when they first came out. That's about it. Okay, let's make ourselves a little bouncy pad. I do like how quickly they remove themselves by just punching. I wish you could, like, store up inertia like a trampoline. And if you hit jump on them at the right time or something, you could bounce a little bit higher. But it almost felt like I did, but I think that's just my jump boost. Yeah, I think that's just my jump boost. Boing! Like, it feels like I'm jumping really high right now, but I believe that is just my jump boost. Let's see. Haha. Okay. Boing. And then, yeah. Just the jump boost. But I think that would be cool if you could. Because as of right now, you don't gain any momentum. And actually, we could use this to show it. 151 is where we're capping out. And then if I go down one more, it's just 150. So we're only gaining a block by jumping on here. Not anymore. What happened to this? Oh, I guess there never was a ladder. Alright, let's go to the top. So now the question is, how do we want to incorporate the slime blocks into the build, if at all? And to that, I don't know. I have seen the video that like Doc M and the JL guys released showing, I think it was Test1234's little player launcher, using a slime block and a boat and a tripwire hook and some, looks like a bug basically, inertia bug. Can do some pretty cool things with that. So that's almost like a player launcher. You could do a player elevator with that. I think there's a limit to like 30 blocks. I'm not sure. But otherwise, I don't know what other real good use there is. I mean, we can jump off. Whoa, I almost missed. And we could use that to get to other areas. But because of the negative inertia. And then if you hit jump at any time, when you're on them, you stop. So if I jumped off there again, I think, and held jump, I won't go up very high at all. I will stop. I will just do a normal jump. So let's test that. Okay, let's not get disoriented this time. Why does it feel like I'm going to miss? Oops. Okay, now if I hold jump, yeah, you can see I just stop. So I don't know. Could be cool just for getting around, I guess, or having safe falls, I think, really is what I'm going to use them for. So if you want to, you just hit jump. Like you can fall down here and you hold jump, and then you're safe to walk away without taking the annoying fall damage, tick, or fall damage itself. But otherwise, I don't really know. Because of that, they have kind of, in terms of using it to bounce from like one location to the other, because of the loss of momentum, like you have to go from really a high up level to basically a lower level. Boing. But you can't do like, yeah, if you could jump off and like hit jump and store your energy and then jump back up to almost the same height, then that would be more useful. Otherwise, we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I guess that will be it. Haha! I let out a bunch of cows again. Whoops. As I made a little modification. So I've been harvesting snow and ice and all that. Well, ice we got from down there. But my typical routine is harvest snow for like 5 minutes kind of deal. Or harvest for 3 and then craft for 2 and then run over here, feed the cows, then run back over there and shovel for 3, craft for 2, whatever kind of deal. But anyway, I added in this little slit here so I can kill off the adult cows only without affecting the baby cows. Because I found when I was doing that, like running back and forth, I never wanted to kill these guys off because there was always babies in here. So they just kept, the population just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So now with this, I'm just hitting them in the face. The babies are too short, so I won't hit them with the sword. So now I can basically kill them off at any point I want to. And I'm doing it this way instead of with lava because I want the looting effect of my sword. I'm just going to stockpile a ton of beef. But yeah, I thought this was useful, but I did it when there were still cows and stuff in there. So I tried to quickly break this glass and put the half slab there. And a whole whack of them just went whoosh and flew out. And I'm pretty sure they're hiding somewhere in the towers, so we shall keep an eye out for them because they are still alive. Sure does take a while to kill them, though. There has been some changes to the looting enchantment. It is more useful now. I believe it went from like 0.5% to 1% for each level. So that's good. And in the now there was a 14W04A, and there was a nasty bug with. I don't even think it had to be a looting. I think you would get rare drops by killing off people, killing off any mob. So you'd get like a wither skull every kill or something. It was ridiculously overpowered. But yeah, if people need item frames, I can supply them. I will go throw this beef down to be cooked up. And there's Simnin. Hello, Simnin. Hello. But anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of this episode. Oh yeah, I did this. This is the dark oak. I do like it. But we are going to look at a palette for up here. It's not going to be dark, though, so this is probably going to get ripped out. And we're going to go for a lighter theme, I think. But this might be nice for down here. Although I don't know if I want to swap out the whole floor. I could try replacing some of these areas. Replace all the spruce with... Oh yeah, the new repairing. Replace all the spruce with some dark oak. But yeah... guess that's it for today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And yeah, we're in snapshots again, so that should be fun. We'll have access to all the new blocks and a site and all that stuff, so that should be fun. And this, I believe I've been cooking up some beef, and some iron. So I'll have to go through and do some maintenance here. But we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Found you. Yoink. One last thing before I let you guys go. Why don't we try something here with the new repairing system. So I got my sword here that, I mean, it's not even actually that damaged. It's still got a third of its life left, but it was pretty much unrepairable, I think. I think I could throw like 1 level into it, or 1 diamond into it. And now it costs 3 levels. So what if I make that into a sword? And why don't we repair it for the hell of it? So now, whoops, can't do it with torches. 4 levels. Pretty OP. Now it will go up 1 level every time. So it's 4 levels to repair this time. The next time I go to repair it, it's going to be 5. And it's going to continue to increase. Naming it doesn't impact it, I don't believe, anymore. So eventually this will become unrepairable. But I think that's okay. That's a lot of repairs still to go. So we can repair it like another 30-something times, right? So chances are it will probably break or I will lose it before then. But anyway, time to go for real. See you later. Bye-bye.